Hi, welcome back to ODE YouTube channel and to another unboxing video. Today I have here a box from Papier Stift and I have my blue Victorinox knife to open this. This box comes from a German stationery store. I never bought before from them, but now I had to because there is a new Kaweco pen. So let's dive into this and see what we have here. For sure we have lots of protective material. Things go all over the place. So some bottles of ink. Yes, I'm trying to reduce ink, but not strongly enough. Let's do this the stupid way. Okay, because there is stuff that is being lost here. So the box goes away and we have all this mess. So let's start taking this that way. Sorry about this. So we have two Kaweco pens. I'm showing them to you in a moment. They come with the traditional leaflet with the history and instructions for filling the pen too, because I got two pens, and they come with, interestingly, the old silvery thing, silvery stickers that they used to be. Now they are usually black. These are the older ones, the silver colored. Let's take this away. Okay, I think now it's workable again. So this is what we have. I showed you the papers and leaflets that belong to the Kaweco pens, and I will put them away. And let's see the other parts I have here. I bought this little thing, which is called Measure My Pen, which is called Pad, and it is made by Dominant Industry. I have an ink from them. And this is a closed envelope. I think I'll try to open it without destroying it too much. So I'll use the... I wonder in how many pen channels you saw someone opening an envelope with the assistance of a screwdriver. I just don't want to destroy it completely, because when I make the reviews it's nice to have some packaging in decent conditions. So this is what I bought. I will put it over the papers. So do I have anything here? Maybe I can have what do I have here that I can use? I have a Rhodia pad. I think you can see it here. So this is a ruler. I will zoom in a little bit, sorry. Okay, so this is a ruler that allows us to find the thickness of our writing, and this is useful because sometimes we say that a nib is fine or extra fine or whatever, but the fine and extra fine, it got some residues of glue from the envelope. So this is a kind of a acrylic transparent thing, and sometimes when you look at these on paper And yes, it's quite visible even on white paper. So when you have your pens, they may be fine, extra fine, or whatever, but it depends. A Pelican fine is not the same as a Pilot fine, for example, to have very extreme comparisons. So this is a way that you more effectively can measure it, and comparing these with a line that you wrote with your pen, you can find the right, you can have a better indication of this. I think this may be interesting for the pen reviews that I make, because this can show a little better the character of a nib. I saw, there is a YouTuber that I follow, Inquiring Minds, that, and he shows the thickness of each nib when he talks about them. I don't know how he measures them, if he has this tool or something. I never saw it, actually, I don't think so, but he always mentions that the writing is 0.4 millimeters, so we have an idea of how thick is the line. So this is useful, and I think it will be a useful tool for the channel in the future. This envelope is terrible with all this glue. It's very nice, but that glue is... But I'll keep it here for when I make a video about it. So I don't want more inks, as I told you, in my life, because I have too many inks. I only should buy the inks that I kind of like a lot, and I can't keep any promises. Sorry about that. So I bought some inks. This is... Are they all the same? I don't even remember anymore which inks that I bought. So they are all Colorverse inks. This one says a very nice thing, is that sorry for the delay with the post-it. So they are very nice. They had a problem with the supply of one of the inks, and so because I had to change my order, there was a little delay. It's not on their part. We needed to change the order, and they sent that message. So these are Colorverse inks. I don't know the name of them. Colorverse Special Korea ink. And which is the name of this one? So this is the project number 059. Yes, it's written there. Let's just open it to show you. I'm not going to make any swatches today. I think I'll do it someday soon. So it's out here, and here it is. This is the thing. I bought it thinking it may fall in that kind of muddy, yellowish, greenish tones that I really enjoy. So this is it, the project 59, and I'm trying this ink. Let's put this here again. That paper is there. Some things are so well packed when they are sent to us, and I'm almost never able to put them back as they were. Okay, so one little bottle, 15 milliliters of Colorverse ink. I have another 15 milliliters of Colorverse ink. This is called the Blue Dragon Glistening Silver, and this was the ink. I wanted another ink. It was out of stock, and so I chose this one as a replacement for my order. I guess this is taking a long time. Some viewers get annoyed when my unboxing videos get too long, and there are some people that actually like to stay here for quite a long time talking or listening to me. So this has a very nice labeling, as you may see in these very interesting bottles, and there is some blue glitter. So purple ink with blue glitter, and I think this may be an interesting one. So let's see. And it makes sense to have a little more shimmer or glitter in these week's videos. Sorry about this, I'm a little bit too clumsy to be a proper YouTuber thing. Okay, so the other ink, and finally there is another ink here which is called Hayabusa, and it is also glistening ink. I was never into shimmering inks, but now there is something inside me that asks me for it sometimes. I don't know why. Part of me wants to challenge my pen hygiene because these may clog some feeds and I have many inked pens at each time and the ink settles down and so on. So maybe this is not the smartest ink choice for me. I also don't use much broad nibs to enjoy all the properties of these inks, but I find it interesting anyway. So this comes with the little eyedropper, which is always kind of nice, and here is the ink, which is a purple also, but I guess it will be a different one from these. At least the labeling is quite different, and the glistening, the shimmer is different. I'm not sure how you can see it there in your screen. I see it like kind of a copper color, so very interested in this also. Lots of shimmer. Let me put this, try to put this back because I want to move on with the video. I told you, I can't even properly close an ink bottle. Okay, done, finally. This is only a 5 milliliter ink. Actually, Colorverse ink gets quite expensive because of the small bottles, but in a way it's fun because like this this is the amount of ink that you get in a vial, in a sample vial, in a more expensive way, I know, with a glass ink bottle, but it's fun to be able to experiment more inks and in smaller quantities, I would say. And finally, I have here, I bought two, but I'll show you only one because that's what interests us here. I bought two just because someday may be useful to have a spare one for some pen exchange. I really try to complete my Kaweco collection, so it may be useful. And what we have here is a Kaweco pen that comes inside, Kaweco Sport, that comes inside a paper box with the logo of the store, which is this elephant on a book with a fountain pen. And here is the pen. So they call it blue-gray, I think that's how it's called. So here's the name of the store. Here is the Kaweco Sport, the regular logo. This one has the silver version. This is the chrome. This edition is chrome, it's only in this edition. So it is a Skyline Sport, I think it was written there, yes. Kaweco Skyline Sport. So it means it has chrome engraving here on the cap, the steel colored nib, and the chrome colored logo on top. And the pen must come with a, yes, Kaweco Royal Blue ink cartridge, and it is an interesting color. Let me show it to you. It is a kind of a sea blue. When we say sea blue, it's not fair, because actually there are so many kinds of blue in the sea that it's not a very good description, but I think it's nice, and it has some glitter. And I want to show you other pens with glitter just for comparison, to make the unboxing video even longer. So, other pens, other Kaweco Sport pens that I have with glitter. This is one from Papier Stift, I don't know how to pronounce this. I have a Kaweco Generation 3 Art Sport. This is the tiger eye, and you can see some glitter there, but it has nothing to do with this one. This is kind of transparent. I have here also the green and yellow from the same generation of Kaweco Art Sport. This is amazing, very hard to find, very beautiful. You can see there is some transparency to it. You can see when the nib goes in, and there is some very nice shimmer there also in gold. This shimmer is in silver. And other Kaweco Sport pens with shimmer. We have the Cult Pens edition, which is kind of a silver pen with a silver glitter. So this is really the same kind of, I would say the same kind of series, the same series. It becomes completely perfectly in the same kind of series. So this one and the Cult Pens, and I also have the other Cult Pens, which is the gold version of it, which is kind of a yellowish pen or amber like pen with gold shimmer. And finally, for Kaweco, I have a Kaweco Hello Kitty with silver shimmer there. So also transparent. I would say all these pens may belong to the same kind of line of shimmering Kawecos. This is a completely different thing. This is the Kaweco Art Sport line. I think this color is really nice. I didn't bring here more Kaweco pens for color comparison, just this for shimmer comparison, but I will make a full review with a full color comparison as I usually do, and I'll go to my collection of Kaweco pens. It's kind of a library of Kaweco pens, and I will show you a proper comparison. And just for some other comparisons, I want to show you other, because we are going deep on glitter. Recently, I want to show you some more glittery pens, and I have here the pen that Sophia lent to me. This is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Purple Cosmos, which is a very interesting pen, purple with silver glitter, which is kind of bigger than the Kaweco Sport, of course. I have the little and nice and pocket and fatty Benu Aqua Glow and Benu Pixie. That's the name of the line, and this is the Aqua Glow, which has it is kind of transparent gray and blue, and it has some silver shimmer. But the interesting thing with these Benu pens, they are very flamboyant, of course, but they have small shimmer, and they have then some big particles, as you can see there. By the way, this pen almost goes between the gray or the silver in this one going to this gray and then to the blue, and there you have the blue also. So this is an interesting pen. Benu is very well known for the shimmering pens, and so I have here my favorite Benu pen, which is the Benu Euphoria Caviar, which looks like kind of the script. It is gray, but they couldn't make just a simple plain gray pen. Of course, this is a big one. And finally, I want to show you another pen that's really different. This is the Magna Carta Mag 1000 that has the same kind of very small gold glitter that is very similar to the glitter you can find on this Kaweco Sport pen. So, but this one has this. I have to show it. This one has this monster nib, an amazing nib. So again, interesting pens with glitter, and let me take this out of the way. So I got two Kaweco Sports from Papier Stift, and then I also got the ruler to measure the pen, the nib size, and I also bought one ink that is not from Colorverse, which is not a glistening ink, and two glistening inks, which means they have some shimmer to them. So this is what I got. So thank you for watching. I actually enjoyed buying from this store. I think I will buy again if I need something particular from that store. This is an exclusive, of course, and I hope this was useful. I hope the shimmering comparisons were useful. I know you prefer color comparisons, but this way today I wanted to go this route, and then I will show you the full comparison when I'll make the full review. So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the long unboxing, and I will be back soon for more videos like these and reviews and all the other stuff I try to deliver on this channel. So see you next time. Bye.